What is up? What is up, everybody? This is Mark with the Mic, and it's another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Mark with the Mic. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And like always, we have a lot of wrestling to discuss. We have the whole weekend wrestling. I went to a live show. It was quite fun. Could talk about that a little bit. And I got to meet Buddy Murphy, Tony Nese, and we saw Rikishi. It was great. Yeah, we have a lot of wrestling to cover, so we could go right into it. There's any news? So I saw this. I don't really like talking about it because it's kind of like sad that that's how fans are sometimes. But I know like Sammy Guevara, I think, just broke up his engagement or some shit, and then everyone was blaming Ty Conti for it.
That's weird. What happened?
It happened like yesterday, and I saw that she stopped her. She shut down her Twitter.
I mean, why people gotta mess things up? I don't understand it. What she got to do with the mountain and the molehill? I don't. There's a analogy somewhere. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it looks like maybe people are thinking that they are a couple because they honestly recently she came out and like she's not married anymore and stuff like that too. She kind of said that she was single and like that. So it kind of, I think that people try to put two and two together.
Oh, and, well, I mean,
and then they blame them. They kind of what they did with when Corey Graves and Carmelo started seeing each other, kind of thing.
I mean, that ain't my business.
Yeah, so, exactly.
That's
it's
a damn shame.
They're adults. Let them be adults and let them deal with their relationships. Don't fucking harass people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing with fans. Yeah, I think you're entitled to harass people and you're not.
No.
Stop that shit.
Please.
I don't like it.
Please.
Yeah, so, yeah, stop bothering people like that. Yeah, I went to the live show. I saw PCO live for the first time, and he's fucking nut. It's great. Nut. Got to see Jonah live, formerly known Bronson Reed. He was pretty great. He looked good, and he was very mean with a chair. So that was actually cool to watch. We got to see Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese. Alana being a tag team match instead of them going one-on-one. But I appreciate it as much as well because they did some crazy stuff as well. And Buddy Murphy's knees, man, they're deadly.
Good. They should be.
Yeah. We had that. We had Bubba Bully Ray versus Jerry King Lawler, which just lined up with a table just like saying no to them, which was great because the crowd was just laughing because the table did not want to break. We had Kamel versus Mercedes Martinez. We had a match between Gangrel and Kevin Thorne, which was that's a match I really didn't care about. It was just two vampires fighting each other. One came out to the Gangrel theme.
Oh, wait. I don't remember that guy.
You don't remember Kevin Thorne? So Kevin Thorne was part of the WWE ECW. He used to come out with Shelly Martinez, and he had like a big vampire gimmick. He had like long black hair. He had a full. He became He was Mordecai for a little bit too.
Understand. Now I remember. Yes, yeah. I remember.
So yeah, he fought Gangrel. He came out. His music sounded like something that in the beginning of Blade.
Really?
And it was like a dead person match, or like it was like there was a gang of dead people, and that there was the match to control them. So it was kind of like a lumberjack match in a way.
Really? So it did have some stakes.
Okay. Yeah, it has some silliness, and it has some silliness to it.
All right.
The crazy thing about that though is like even in the beginning of the show, you had the druids of that match just walking around trying to scare people.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, y'all just look like a hobo fucking man. Come on. I made one break because
did they?
Yeah.
So did they? Who won?
Kevin Thorne won.
So and then he got the new lord of the acolytes.
Yeah, I don't think that was much of a win, to be honest. They didn't look like they were that great. So, but it was like a little silly show. We saw the franchise St. Douglas and Two Cold Scorpio. They did a little stuff. It was interesting seeing them. They both out of shape, but Too Cool still move. He still dances the whole way to the ring too.
Okay, good.
And He was actually pretty funny. Like when they was like talking his weight, and he stops the referee. He's like, "Hey, I am a slender 220," and shit like that. So it was actually kind of funny. But it was a great show. It was Battlegrounds Pro Wrestling. It's a Philadelphia wrestling company. We did go see them in September because Buddy Murphy was supposed to fight Brandon Cage, but he landed up fighting one of their guys, and it was actually a really good match too. And that's who he fought again. He fought the same guy that fought, but in the tag match. And he whooped his ass. Much deserved ass whooping that he got. But yeah, it was really cool, and I got to meet Buddy Murphy. I got a figure sign of the Murphy as when he was the disciple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it has like the Seth Rollins shirt and shit.
Did he have something to say about that one? Do you know why this one and not?
My big thing is like I definitely said thank you for. I always thank the wrestlers for their talents because they fucking put their lives their bodies on the line and shit. But I also said if anyone ever tells me if I have a match to recommend, I always recommend Murphy and Ali. If you want to see some of the best cruiserweight action, I was like, that's one match I always recommend between Ali and him. Those are you two were my favorite 205 people. And I wish they did more with Buddy Murphy. He was could have been an IC champion. He could easily been a U.S. champ or what belt you wanted to give him. He was that talented. He's still that talented, and I think he's really showing that now.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a really cool show. I'm definitely probably going back in March. We got 2 matches already booked. I think it's gonna be Buddy Matthews versus Brian Cage. And the FMW Deathmatch King, I forgot his name. Fuck, he was on Dark Side of the Ring. He's fighting Bully Ray in a Philly Deathmatch.
That's interesting. I don't know who it is, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you.
He's he's considered the Deathmatch King in Japan. I forgot his name. Is Otai? I forgot his name. Anyway, yeah, if you know it, let me know. Because FM Death Match King, his name.
Is he the guy that Moxley likes?
Yeah.
Okay, I know who you mean now. Got you.
That's that guy. Yeah, it's definitely
his
him.
Name is Onita or something.
Onita, yep. There you go. You got it.
He was a guy that I think it was this year. There was a match in Japan with if you reach the corner, you hit a buzzer and a rocket is supposed to fly in. Like, I don't know what the thought process was. Mildly annoy your opponent, maybe, but I saw like the edited one and it only showed the end and it looked hilarious. But apparently there was a part of the match where it just didn't work. Yeah. So it was just this awkward ass, long ass. These 2 older gentlemen in the corner just. Them hitting the button over and over again. Yeah. So if you can find that, if I can find that, I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
that shit had me dying.
But yeah, so he's gonna fight Bully Ray, and so I'm like, okay, I may definitely be down for the
This has been a 50-50 year for explosives, man. Yeah. I hope that death match. I hope they get everything right, please.
Yeah. Yeah. I might not get the same seats then if it's death match. I might sit a little behind. Yeah, but anyway, it was a cool show. But it was really so definitely check out Battlegrounds Wrestling. It's in Philly, so look up their Facebook page. It's actually pretty cool. I actually have their link on the Wrestling Babble because I posted the card. So
okay,
definitely check them out. We go to the weekend wrestling. We got Monday Night Raw. We got a dapper Bobby Lashley coming out, demanding a title opportunity, and which led into him having to fight all 3 triple threat contenders, and if he won, he would be added to the match, and it would be a fatal 4-way, which you said it was going to happen last week.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how could you not?
Yeah. Right. But you had nothing for him, so I might as well
he looked like Mortimer.
Yeah.
He looked like Mortimer.
Yeah.
From Bugs Bunny.
He did look like Mortimer. People.
I like. That's what he looked like.
Yeah, man. I like Seth Rollins commenting it on his suit.
Oh yeah, he recognizes it, but I don't care how much it costs. That man look like a damn Looney
Cashmere.
Tunes. He's like a Looney Tunes character.
Yeah. Yep.
But of course, Bobby Lashley could whoop my ass.
Yeah.
So it's all good. We even, man. We even.
Well, we can say it from here. He ain't gonna do shit.
We're safe.
Until he decides to do the Jay and Silent Bob thing.
Oh shit. Oh.
Did you say I look like Cashmere from Looney Tunes?
Yes.
Like, oh,
Say it again.
I thought you didn't find me. Hey, moving on.
So it was all right. But it was predictable, right?
Yeah, you kind of saw like honestly, I would have had tucked in the fucking DQ, and I'm trying to find a way to get him out. So it kind of leaves story to like him why he would be interfering or something like that in the main event of that match. But whatever, you could tell where they were going with this.
Mm-hmm.
We had Otis defeat Riddle. That was actually a pretty good match.
Otis got them sharp sideburns. I don't know. He feeling himself now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good ass match.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on Otis.
We had Blair versus Dewdrop, second match in a row, but it was actually really
don't
good.
forget he killed Randy too.
Oh yeah, he did kill Randy.
So
Randy died.
he got no neck. You can't RKO him. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, Bianca Bella versus Dewdrop. I thought they have a again still really solid match, but I just hope they don't keep putting this every week.
I agree.
Yeah.
What's up with all the women wearing fire? What's up with this? Was this Harlem Heat Appreciation Week?
I guess because Inspiration had their gear too, but it has they actually said it's a Harlem Heat reference.
I'm just messing around.
The fire.
But I just want to say, goddamn, it was a good ass match, right?
Yeah, it was really good. I don't know what Dewdrop gets for just like getting count out of it.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There's nobody keeping track of anything.
Yeah.
Not over there.
It was right.
That's about the only issue I can really say with it, right? Is that where does this go?
Yeah. Becky Lynch grants Liv Morgan a title rematch.
I mean, I guess that's one way to get one, right? Is just to go out there and keep making fun of the champ until they give you one.
Yeah. And then try to break your arm in the process.
I mean, maybe she's underestimating Liv.
Yeah.
What villain was Becky last week? I'm trying to understand. I'm sure she was her own original character, but I wonder what her name was.
Damn, I forgot her. What does she look like? I don't remember her looking from last week.
She had like sharp shoulder pads, and she had like her own custom symbol with horns on it, like the female symbol, but it had horns on it.
She was. Yeah, she looked like an anime character. I felt like she looked like something from like out of My Hero and shit. I don't know what she was.
I don't know, but she was original character. Do not steal.
Yeah.
And then the little girl, she had the home girl in the crowd.
Yeah, she was cursing on Liv Morgan.
I thought that was funny. You get here, she was like, "No, Becky's the best." I was like, "Damn." All right. You smell like a cow.
And then Becky
goes, "Yes, I have one." Yes.
Yeah. Becky posted her stuff like, "My fan is better than yours."
And then the bump was good this week too.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
I like how it went, but again, I said what I said last week, and I felt like that would have made more sense going into this than how they went about it, because now she has to grant her the match instead of she's still owning a match kind of thing. But other than that, it was good promos, I guess.
Yeah. Like I said, you make fun of the champ, you get a match.
Yeah. We got Queen Zelina defeating Rhea Ripley. That kind of annoyed me.
Yeah, what's up with that? Come
on. We got Seth Rollins defeating Bobby Lashley by DQ because Kevin Owens thought it would be smart that he'll punch Seth Rollins in the face and then cause Bobby Lashley the match, which came out and then Pierce and Sonya Deville saying, "Oh, we can't have it like that, so each match is going to be no DQ now, and that match don't count."
It was okay to push forward the story.
Fucking
I
Kevin
like the
Owens had
little
me laughing.
I like Big E during the matches
Yeah,
because he was writing notes and
taking notes down. Aggressive notes.
aggressive note taking.
Very
Yep.
aggressive notes. I like the matches. I think all of last year's matches were good with Kevin Owens with Seth Rollins and with Big E. Yeah, you kind of tell where they were going with it. But yeah, Kevin Owens had me laughing when he just punched Seth Rollins in the face, and he was like, "Look, I'm doing it right." And then
And for a second, they were happy.
their
For a second, they
interactions
were
were
happy.
they're making me laugh that whole night. Like Seth and Kevin Owens shit, they were making me laugh that whole night.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it kind of reminded me of like a fucking like Wile E. Coyote teaming up with another villain, and they keep fucking up. There's gonna be a lot of Looney Tunes references today.
Maybe.
I feel it. We got Gashmere, and now we got Wile E. Coyote with a team up. Like Wile E. Coyote teamed up with Elmer Fudd, and I think that was it. I don't know why. I think Elmer Fudd will just line up. Yeah, it works. It works because then Elmer Fudd will line up shooting Wile E. Coyote. So there you go. It works. Because he's a hunter. Anyway, we got Miz and the Miz having and Maurice Edge mixed it up on day one for their day one match. It was a Miz TV show, and you had Edge, and then Maurice didn't like the fact that the Miz used her as bait, and she slapped the shit out of Miz.
He didn't use her. He just pulled her at the last second like an asshole. That's what he really did. So
how you gonna do
that's
that?
Kind of worse. It's kind of worse because it wasn't a planned thought. It was a reaction, son. It was like, oh, please don't hit me.
It was the mother of your children.
So that had me die laughing. It was like, damn, son. It's like that.
Yeah.
And she gave him the nice introduction too. So, all right. Well, you sleep on the couch.
Yep.
But the Miz got a nice ass couch, so whatever.
Yeah. And then you had Bobby Lashley defeat Big E with MVP's help and whacking him with the cane in the back of the knee. I had a lot of drama, had a lot of story into this match because everything is going on for that championship match at day one. So I was all for this. It was a good match.
I would like to say this is probably some of the better building up to the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on to the championship match, right? And it all makes sense. It's not a bunch of stupid stuff.
No, so, again, like I will say there's some matches that have that like again like what I was saying with Liv and Becky. There's ways they could have did it to make more sense and to build it easier, but they did it. But this one in general, I feel like this 4-way now is like it makes a lot of sense because one, you didn't have nothing for Bobby Lashley, so just throwing him back in the title picture makes sense because he's fucking talented. But I love the interactions. I think all the interactions from everybody has been great. Especially, again, like I said, Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins having me fucking rolling. But also Big E being with his aggressive note taking, and Bobby Lashley and his red suit just looking funny. It was all good.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Monday Night Raw. What do you give it?
I give it probably a B+.
B+.
Because other than the main story bits, everything else was a little all right.
I'm gonna give it a A- because I think there were some really highlighted there were some matches I enjoyed. The one we forgot Finn Balor and Damian Priest tag teaming, and they fought the Dirty Dogs and
Dirty Dogs.
And Austin Theory comes back out and takes pictures. And I think he's fighting. Huh?
I can't be too mad.
Yeah, I think Austin Theory and Balor fight this Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, I actually liked it. I think match quality wise, the matches were solid this week. Yeah, some storylines I say that needs some nitpicking here and there, but other than that, it was a great show. I'll give it an A-.
Gotcha.
We'll go. So they actually did announce a couple matches for tomorrow night's Raw. They have Damian Priest versus Dolph Ziggler for the U.S. title. They have Bianca Belair, Dewdrop, again, square off.
Uh-oh.
Finn Balor versus Austin Theory.
Okay, good.
Yeah, see that's sometimes my problem with WWE. Like, you guys gotta space the matches, and this is something I'm gonna actually give credit to. I'm gonna give a credit to AEW when we get to Dynamite. Is you at least Dynamite with that match? Yes, we did see them fight a couple times, but they spread it out enough that you don't remember that much, but you're in for a treat when you actually see them fight.
True.
So that was all I had to say with that. NXT 2.0. We kick off it. Cameron Grimes versus Duke Hudson in a no holds barred match. I actually thought that match was actually really good.
It was actually pretty funny too.
Yeah,
I love the Duke Hudson with the Kurt Angle.
Yeah,
with the gear on it, holding the wig in place.
Yep.
It was actually pretty good. Again,
I think Rhea Ripley had it. Go ahead.
He's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
I think Rhea Ripley had it as her profile picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Making fun of her. Yes. It was very funny.
Grayson Waller responded to his Johnny Gargano. I thought he had a great promo. I kind of didn't like how they did it because they kind of made drama backstage, but no one was really like stepping up to him. Everyone was just like, "You disgrace us." That is all. Besides Io Shirai. Io Shirai was gonna rip his face off.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. They had her step up to him. What's that mean? She gonna fight him?
I will take that. I will love to see Io Shirai fuck him up.
Me too.
But
that's the one thing that I thought after all that. I was like, yeah, it's a pretty good promo, but like,
yeah,
like you said, nobody came. None of the OGs came out and was like, sure though.
Yeah, like, so I felt like it was lackluster with the story. You had a good promo. You had a good way of making him the top heel. You have a good way. You had a strong promo. You did nothing after that, and that kind of bothered me.
Mm-hmm.
You could have had Tommaso Ciampa come out. You could have had Dexter Lumis come out. That's just yeah. So there's ways you could have did it, and I thought it was not smart how they did it. We have Ivy Nile versus Amari Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, match.
She just killed that. She just killed her.
Yeah,
she did like
she scares me.
Pull ups on the corner. I mean, you know what I will say? She kind of does a lot of stuff that you don't see.
Yeah.
And I think I appreciate that. She did an elbow drop and did some push ups. Like she did push ups on the rope, like for no reason. It's just I think she gets the character part at least. So
she's a work in progress. I think she's getting better each match she has, though.
Yeah.
I think she's finding her timing
you got Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
That's a good place to ask advice, right?
And I love Malcolm Beavis.
Yes, sir.
Yes. We are Heartland laid waste to Guru Raj in the debut match.
I
didn't care.
They didn't make me care.
I will say straight up, I do not remember this match.
They didn't make me care.
Yeah, I had no clue it happened, and then when I was like, yeah, that did happen. I did watch it. I don't remember anything from it. So that was my first impression. I don't remember shit.
He just looked intentionally rude to the young man.
Yeah.
That he fought. That's about it.
Yeah.
But nothing, again, made me fear him. He didn't powerbomb him off a stage. He didn't throw him into a bed of thumbtacks. He didn't, there was no blood.
No noogie.
I told you before, Mark, they're trying to sell me a monster.
Yeah.
And they just sell me a slightly disturbed regular guy. He's your homeboy that works in the stockroom. That's it. Leave him alone. Let him listen to his black metal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's all good. When the new stock comes in, he got you. Don't mess with him.
He'll do it one-handed.
But have they sold me on a monster? No, not really. No.
So we had Cora Jade defeat the Dakota Kai.
That was actually pretty good. So
yeah, it was a solid match.
They're selling Cora Jade to us as being incredibly tough, falling off of a cage on her shoulder and being able to have a wrestling match. Yeah. So I'll give him credit for that, right?
I guess. And then we're gonna have Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai fight. See, I don't see. Wait, no, didn't Raquel Gonzalez kind of help her win, or she didn't?
I don't No, she got pinned. She got pinned. She
Okay.
the shovel backfired.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, and Mandy Rose was at commentating booth.
But I was about to say, no disrespect to the competitors, but the best part of the match was sitting at the table.
Yeah.
My champion.
Yep.
My champion.
Tony D'Angelo defeats Andre Chase. I did not get this booking. Like, I don't get why they're fighting.
Random matches. Yeah. That's it.
Boa defeats Idris Enough.
I guess I don't know. I guess we just need Boa to get some wins, I guess.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the other guys fairly new, so.
Jacket Time defeats the Grizzly Young Vets.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's fine that they have a rivalry, right?
Yeah. It was a good match.
I don't want to assume too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I saw he had a mask on, but he had his hairstyle, and he was the same exact build as Kushida. I think I might have saw him today.
Yeah.
In Midtown. There's no event going on in New York, is there?
No.
Okay, well.
Hey, he probably out with his family or something.
Listen, who knows? Yeah. But I don't know. How you feel about Jacket Time?
I don't mind the tag team if I just feel like just kind of forcing it instead of Kushida should be a singles competitor, to be honest. Like, that's just for me. But again, this is a 2.0. They have different directions of what they want to do with it. I feel like they're wasting it to a tag team, but whatever. They're entertaining. They're still doing their thing as a tag team, so I can't really complain that much.
I agree. The only thing I just don't like is that I think at some point I would have liked UIB to have had the championships before.
Same here.
I feel far.
Yeah, I feel like they're getting booked like a joke right now, and I'm not feeling it.
Because I guess in their eyes, they're good at being characters. Because when they do the backstage stuff, they're always, I don't roll my eyes. Like, they're actually genuinely pretty funny. So
yeah, I
think that's probably what it is.
I just like them as a tag team, and I think they could do a lot better with them.
I think they probably in the new land of the gimmicks, right? Yeah. I think they're probably too good, and that's their curse.
Yeah. And then our main event was Braun Baker. Braun Steiner versus Roderick Strong.
Yes, sir.
Good match.
It's pretty good. Like that. I don't know if everybody signs up for it when they fight Roddy, but man, does he be hitting everybody hard. He just does stuff. It's like, they didn't tell me one of those was going to be in the contract. Yeah. Come on, man.
Roderick Strong looks like if you wrestle him, you're going to need to take an ice bath for a week.
Yes.
That's exactly like, oh, my liar. Why are you so mean? Oh, man. I think Adam Cole said that too. Mm-hmm. He always had to prepare to fight Roderick Strong because he knows it's going to hurt afterwards. I would love to see Roderick Strong versus Cesaro.
I would too. I'd like to see Roderick Strong versus Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan. That's what I want.
Yeah, me too.
I wish I could have seen that before he left.
So yeah, and then Tommaso Ciampa comes out and beats the shit out of Steiner and puts over, and that's how the show ends.
Yep.
What do you give NXT 2.0?
I gotta give it a B, a straight through. It just didn't have enough matches that made me go, God damn.
Yeah.
Had enough good ones, right?
Yeah.
And I'll give them credit for the ones that have story.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool, like the Braun Breaker stuff and Tommaso Ciampa. Yeah, good.
There was some just random shit that was thrown together too, and that exactly. Kind of just threw me off.
I can't say, okay, you can't have a wrestling show without random matches. I understand you can have some, but it's just like some of them was like, what? There's way too many, really.
Yeah.
Because when you look down, there's like 5 matches on the show, and like 6, 7. Like 6, right?
Yeah.
And only 2 of them really had heavy story things.
Yeah.
Really.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss again, it makes me miss the Gold and Black. They always had consistent storylines throughout the whole show. So yeah.
There was something to be said about the hour show. I'm just gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Probably when my NXT was at my favorite was probably like right around before it went to 2 hours.
Yeah. No,
So
it was always 2 hours.
yeah. Oh wait, but we never got to see that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was always 2 hours, but it was on Well, no, it was an hour, and then when it went to USA, it went to 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It was an hour.
But it was that before the commercials and stuff.
Yeah, it was on the
It made
network.
it feel shorter than that as well. But
Yeah, I missed it.
what you mean.
Honestly, yeah, that was my favorite brand. It was like that. I was fine with that. Anyway, if you want something like that, watch UK. 100%. You would not be disappointed.
Gotcha.
We go to AEW Dynamite. This was the Winter is Coming event in Texas. We kick off with the AEW World Championship match. Champion Hangman Page versus American Dragon Bryan Danielson. Beyond, like, I love the match. I thought the match was what it was gonna be, and it was really great. Once it passed 20 minutes, I straight out said this is gonna be a draw.
See, okay. I didn't have any. I didn't think that Hangman was gonna not lose, but I thought he was gonna win the match. Let's just put it that way.
I did not think that they're gonna have Bryan lose. I didn't think that he was gonna take the title either. I wouldn't have mind if Bryan took the title, but I knew they were not gonna do that. And this is something now you're not gonna see this for like you're gonna see. Give it time now. This is exactly what they did with Omega and Bryan as well.
I feel like this is probably one of the best one of these besides Kenny and Okada. Like there aren't many, right?
I liked when Bryan and Omega, but I think that was a 30-minute time limit. This one was an hour time limit because all AEW matches are hour time limit, so that makes sense. And one thing, again, AEW does present that they do have time limits, so it's the 60-minute time limit. Stop complaining that it gets a time limit draw. Let them use it because they do announce that it is time limit. So I'm fine when they do that because it's announced, it's presented like that. This is the same shit I said about the Kenny Omega one. It's announced. They sell you 30-minute time limit. If it was 30 minutes, the match is over. So leave it as that. New Japan does it all the time. Match was great. I will say 100%. Probably one of the better Hangman Page matches I've seen. I'm not the biggest fan of Hangman Page, but I think Bryan helped him really tell the story in this match, and I actually really dug it. I like the body manipulation. I like Daniel Bryan. I think right now is my favorite person in AEW. Anytime he wrestles, that's what I'm looking for. He's been one of my favorite wrestlers for quite some time, just since he came back, and he's been killing it ever since. So the match was really great. And this was gonna get a higher score. I think AEW this Wednesday was probably one of the best shows, like best balanced shows.
Yeah, I think so. I think so as well. Yeah. I just want to put the match in a like a time its own category rather, because it's a few of those types of hour-long matches, right?
Yeah.
And so they are a special event when they happen.
Yeah.
So like I don't want to just put it up against any regular old match, but as far as an hour-long match, I could say that is, of the ones I've seen, is one of the most entertaining hour-long matches. So I appreciate that. I do know what you mentioned about the commercials and stuff. I wish as well.
Yeah.
But the thing about the match itself was that it didn't. The commercials didn't get a chance to take me out of it.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way. Like the commercials didn't get a chance to get me out of it. It's just that I was mad that they were there. They were there because I was really into them in the match.
But usually that can be an issue where it's like kind of now I'm back into the match after it returns from break, and I kind of like I don't really.
I feel like those are the times,
right?
Yeah, I feel like those are the times when you actually invest in the not putting commercial breaks during those matches. I feel like that's a match that you wanted to have the full hour to no commercial breaks.
But I don't know if you get that's a goal for American television. I don't think they've done that in a
They
long
do it.
time.
They've
So,
done it before. They've done it for other matches.
but not in American television in a while. When's the last American television hour-long uninterrupted wrestling match? Uninterrupted, I mean.
That
Like
damn Cody, the Cody TV title match, with Brody.
you mean the one where he beat the shit out of him
Yeah,
in like 30 seconds?
it was
You
no
talking about
commercial
that
break.
match?
No,
That
they do.
was not
They do
hour
it here and
long.
there. No, they do it here and there. It depends on I guess the event or whatnot, or if it's
I can't remember the last one on regular
yeah.
TV. Is
They
what I'm
always
talking
do the
about. Not
picture in
pay-per-view.
picture, but there's times that they're like, no, you know what? It's usually when they're competing with WWE. That's when they do it. So if you remember, it was the Rampage that when WWE went over after 10 o'clock.
They had an hour-long match.
They just had no commercial interruptions for like the first half hour, while SmackDown was still going.
Yeah, but they still gave him a half an hour commercial. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm talking about an hour of no commercial.
I will say like it's an
that seems
investment.
like
That's
that's a
time.
lot of money.
But for a match like Brian and that's sometimes you have to invest in that match because you want to get all the viewers on that. But anyway,
No, I'm not saying it was
yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make is, it's special because it's rare. But I would love it to get to a point where it's popular enough
Yeah.
that whatever network is not worried about losing the money
Yeah.
and more interested in keeping the match for the whole hour. That's what I
Yeah.
want to see.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, same here. I that's my only thing. Did the commercials interrupt the match for me? Not really. I just don't watch like if you do the picture in picture. I don't pay attention to the picture in picture. I skip it and then go back to the show. So I just want to see the full match, and WWE does the same thing when they do the picture in picture. I'm just like, just pay for that time limit and let me fucking watch it because I don't like it. Or do the second screen experience again. I don't remember. But yeah, I really dug it. Really good matches. I love when Brian started doing jumping jacks in the middle of the match, and it's like, hey, look, I got to have energy and stuff like that. Again, I like the body manipulation. I like the technical styles of Daniel Bryan. Hangman Page was hanging in there too, and did some really good stuff as well. Really good selling, really good storytelling. I appreciate this match a lot. So that's with that said, we have more of a match because there are actually other good matches on this show. Then we got Matt Sydal being murdered by Warlord.
Yes, sir. Got to do it. I love Shawn Spears
Yeah.
when he does it now.
Yeah.
He's like, no, we got to go.
Yeah.
And then he comes out, lets him stop,
Yeah.
and then hits him with the chair.
Yeah.
And then he goes into his little crazy state. And he
Yeah.
starts shaking his stuff. Oh, man. All right.
That then we had the Women of 1,000 Hoes, Sarah Deebs versus Hikaru Shida.
And that's number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
That was really good.
I'm hard pressed to say that was my favorite women's match this week.
I will agree. That was like a hell of a match. And the thing is, this is something I'm going to give AEW credit. They gave a time between each match. They gave a couple weeks and visiting each other. They'll have promos against each other. They'll do the little storyline stuff here and there, and they didn't oversaturate the match, and that's something I really appreciate. WWE Raw, you're kind of doing the same thing. You're kind of oversaturating the Bianca and Dewdrop, and they have great matches. You just got to space it out better.
Yeah, makes more sense.
Mm-hmm. But it was a hell of a match for Shida and Hikaru Shida. Really good match. Really good match.
I mean, you know what's one thing I find funny is that when somebody's really good, but they still have the need to do the old, I'm gonna pull the turnbuckle off.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can guarantee I'm gonna hit you with it, but I'm gonna do it. And Sarita D caught it in the face. I was like, damn
Usually
it.
the one that takes it
Did it
off is
again.
the one that catches it.
Somebody needs to break the curse. Come
Yeah.
on. It's like Kevin Owens when every time he builds something.
Mm-hmm. He's going through it. No one
Every
else is
time.
going through it. Yeah, him.
Every time.
That was something that made me laugh at Kevin Owens on Twitter. He was like saying like the big bump he took fucking hurt like a motherfucker, and then everyone was showing other ones that looked like it hurt. And talking about Kevin Owens, I know we are in AEW, but Kevin Owens resigned with WWE.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Now people know.
Oh, yep. And then our main event was for the Diamond Ring finale. It was MJF versus Dante Martin. Again, this is another really good match. Really good solid match. Some storytelling here and there, especially towards the ending. You had the CM Punk and Sting and Darby, and then FTR, Dax Harwood and Wheeler, and MJF. So it looks like they're gonna have a 6-man tag next week on Dynamite.
Too many 6-man tags.
Oh, hold on, yeah.
Too many 6-man tags. Anyway, I thought the match was pretty good. I will say, I think there's too many things where Dante Martin kind of overshot in this match. I know he was probably really hyped.
Yeah.
But there was just a few too, like of the big showcase. We're gonna stop the camera and watch him do this move, and he 90% missed.
Yeah.
So, like, once he can get that under control, I think he'll definitely be on his rise to stardom. Because as of right now, he's having very good matches, right?
I'm gonna say what every veteran says. Slow down.
Do less, right?
Slow down.
Let people react to what you're doing, right?
Yep. Slow down. Less is more. Let them cheer and pick it up. So then when you do these big matches, the moves, they get fully excited.
Also, he landed on MJF's face, and that had to hurt.
Yep.
That sucks.
Really good match. AEW. I'm gonna give it honestly, I'm gonna give it an A+. It was actually a hell of a show. And it did, honestly, anything else in between, I tell you straight out, I do not remember. But the matches were the key points of this show. And
wait a second. Now you didn't see wasn't last week that also the new chapter in the House of Black?
Oh yes, so he kind of recruited somebody, right?
Yeah, he anointed somebody, like he's got a member now officially.
Yeah, so you probably see him next week.
He said, "You'll be more than a king." I understand that's the last name of like his tag team partner. I think it was.
Yeah.
So I know that I seen that guy. That's a big dude.
Mm-hmm. So I have a feeling Neville's gonna be part. Pac is gonna be part of his group too.
I mean, listen now. The more badasses you get in your group, the better it becomes. Is what I heard, right?
Everyone that he took an eyeball from, they
all right.
In his group.
Where you at, buddy? Where you at?
Uh-oh. Be careful where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, AEW. I'm gonna give it A+. Wrestling, 100% wrestling wise, it was a hell of a show.
Yeah, because I have to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta give it A+.
And I'm actually thinking, I like Taz on the commentating booth with
that was one of my highlights for the Bryan Danielson match.
Yeah.
Was how he was explaining things, but also agreeing with the messed up things that Bryan was doing.
Yeah, it was great.
So,
it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Next, I did watch Impact. There was some really good stuff on there. We had Raju, Josh Alexander. It was a solid match.
Yeah.
We had
I don't know too much of Rahi, like outside of Impact.
He's a silly character. He's always a funny character.
Okay.
He's always like a funny character. He's always not really a funny character, but he just acts like you get a laugh out of how he acts to people.
Okay.
He's a multiple time X Division champion, so he's always in that division wise and stuff like that. And he's a solid wrestler. Really good match. I think this was the best match of that show.
Yeah, I think so as well. Really good.
You had Doc Gallows and Joe Doring versus Rich Swann and Willie Mack.
That's
it was just
how solid it was. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and then it went to all of them jumping each other.
Yeah, because so-and-so, whatchamacallit, I think Doran was like the last one. He got hit with the tag move. He didn't want to go down, so Gallows got in there. And then what was it, like EY's group was on the outside, and so. But I think the bad guys won. I believe.
No, they got thrown. No, the bad guys won, but I think they all got thrown out afterwards.
Yes, Eddie Edwards came out with the kendo stick.
Yep.
Because yeah, it was a beatdown. Yeah, it was actually pretty all right. It was all right.
You had John Stryker, Skyler versus Trey Miguel. It was okay match.
It was all right.
Nothing
It was all right.
special. Chris Bay versus Laredo Kid. That was pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Dashwood versus Jesse McKay. You know, we love
Thought that was
inspiration,
pretty
so
good.
anything. And I love Bema, so I was all for this match.
I like their interaction in the beginning of the match because they obviously know each other.
Yeah.
So they were just the way they were teasing each other was actually really funny.
Mm-hmm. And then the hard to kill contract signing, ending with Chelsea Green getting whacked with a chair. Very solid promos, very solid stuff going on in this, and I think I'm actually getting more excited for this match every time they have promos against each other. So, you guys are really selling me on the main event. So, kudos to Impact.
Did you mention the Jonah promo too?
Yes. Oh, Jonah.
Yeah, good one.
Jonah's promo was solid. I actually like his theme song. His theme song is pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jonah's gonna fight Josh Alexander at Hard to Kill as well. I think if anything, we'd probably do a preview of it.
Okay. I like that. I appreciate it. Thank goodness Impact been doing really good. I don't know, for at least maybe this entire post pandemic era in wrestling with no fans. So now we have the fans back, and it's just been going up and up and up, which I think is actually pretty good.
Yeah. Sorry, package.
Yes, sir.
It's all the damn Christmas gifts. Anyway, but yeah, Hard to Kill is actually looking like it's gonna be a really good pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Might actually have to order it. Oh damn, we're gonna have a lot of stuff in 2 weeks.
Oh, now why you say that? Who else is getting ready for a big show
Wrestle
besides
Kingdom.
Oh, when is that?
4th and 5th.
Damn, son, that's pretty big. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Wrestle Kingdom. No, it's 4th, 5th, and 6th because 6 is the new beginnings.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is the first year. I think they said it's gonna be 3 days, right?
Yeah. So Wrestle Kingdom is 1 and 2, and then New Beginnings is 3.
Gotcha. Understood.
It's gonna be crazy stuff. Yeah. So there's gonna be a lot of wrestling in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, Impact. I'm gonna give a B plus.
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
Yeah. Impact was good. I did watch NXT UK. NXT UK been slowly it's been a must see for me, so I've been trying to keep it up with it. Yeah, A Kid versus Dar, really good match.
Mm-hmm.
A Kid he has a lot of good matches at NXT UK. And I think one of my favorite matches of the year is probably part of UK, which was Drago versus Walter. You had NXT UK champions, Mustache Mountain celebrate their victory, and that was actually really good stuff. Kenny Williams defeats Danny Jones was a solid match. A-Kid versus Nathan Frazier was a solid match. There's always really good matches. Really good women's division. They keep everything going. If you want something like old school NXT, you can get it from there. Definitely would get that show at A+ as well.
The one thing I did get to see, because they put it out on the social, was the Jordan Devlin promo.
Oh, it's solid.
Oh, he just looks like the smarmy bad guy that gets killed in a John Wick movie or something.
Yep.
Like, it looks great. I love it.
We go to we go to SmackDown. So SmackDown, we kick off with Toni Storm, Sasha Banks versus Charlotte Flair and Shanky.
They found her.
It was a good match.
She doesn't have a last name.
I know, they took her last name. She Big E tweeted, "Welcome to the club."
Yep, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
And she has the coolest name. How you take the cool part?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You take her tank. You took her last name.
Yeah.
Sad.
Took a partner.
Took a partner. Still beautiful.
Took 2 partners, actually.
Yeah, it took 2 partners away from her. Sad stuff. But it was a good match. Toni Storm's looking really good for the contendership match, so I thought that match was solid.
I also meant to bring up to you, Mark, why Shotzi look like she works for construction.
Yeah, she did.
Because that outfit had the orange and yellow on it. I was like, yo, wait a second.
Yeah.
We just stop sign at.
Yep. We had the Viking Raiders defeat Jinder Mahal and Shanky.
This happened.
Yeah.
Well,
That's about it.
I mean,
Yo.
I said it happened.
What else to say? I think I sent you the same thing. I sent Menu with the opinion. I said, "Yo, what's up with Shanky's arms? Like he has like mad long arms. He looks like when you create a basketball player and you want him to have like the easiest block, so you just make his arms extremely long."
I mean, how tall is that dude? He's like 7 something.
He's like 6'8", but his wingspan is like ridiculous.
Well, there you go.
He's like all hand. He's just like Dalcine.
Maybe he was a basketball player.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre recovered his stolen sword, Angela, from Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss.
Well, this happened.
Yeah. He's like trying to murder somebody.
I mean, I can't even say it's justified. What is Drew doing? What's happening, man? How the mighty have fallen. This was whack.
Yeah, Holland defeats Cesaro, and good storytelling, and they still telling a story. Solid match.
Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, I liked the little faction.
Mm-hmm.
They got Cesaro on the ribs when he wasn't looking in the beginning.
Yeah.
I just wonder what do you call these guys? The hooligans? Because are they the only ones allowed to wear hats and coats?
I guess. They're the hooligans.
That's it.
The hooligans.
And wield clubs of some sort.
Shillelaghs.
Well, yeah.
If they get Fit Finley as a manager, that's awesome.
I mean, why not, right?
Bunch of shillelaghs for all.
And then Becky joins another wing of the faction.
Yeah.
So then they're all just the European, but mostly Irish faction.
Yeah, the Irish hooligans.
What's Finn Balor? What's he from?
Irish.
Oh, he's straight up Irish. Yeah, he's on the other side. He's on Raw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Naomi defeats Shayna Baszler by a surprise pin. More storytelling with the Sonya Deville and Naomi thing. I said straight up, this is pretty much a straight up HR problem right now.
I'm mad that Naomi had to waste her wish for Santa for a match.
Yeah.
That's the first thing she said. I asked Santa Claus for a match with Sonya.
Yep.
Damn. Is that hard? Is that hard to get a match with Sonya? Okay.
Yeah. This I have issues with her doing this as a GM thing, just because again there's HR issues that could be a problem. But again, I have my big thing with the GMs. I feel like they both have to be in separate shows.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad because Shayna Baszler's just losing all the time.
Yeah. But now she can blame Sonya for her losses.
I mean, at some point that's gonna happen, right? She's gonna say no and beat Sonya up, maybe.
Probably.
So we'll see.
We got the New Day defeating SmackDown champions, the Usos. Again, they always bring it. They always have great matches and all. But I think we could have did something else. But other than that, I'm fine with this match. I love the New Day. I love Usos, and no matter what we're going, he's gonna get good matches off of them.
So the last match was a 3-way tag, right?
Yeah.
So at least it's something different, right? Because they're both on the same show.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a triple threat. Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that means they're next in line, right?
Yep.
That's how it works.
Yep.
You don't have to. Your stats don't matter. If you win the match against the champs, you next.
Well, they won 2 matches with the champs.
Well, there you go. So they in line for both belts.
Yeah. And then we end with Roman Reigns fired Paul Heyman and punched him in the face, and Brock Lesnar comes for the save.
What a way to fire somebody. That's an HR violation right there too. Where's Adam Pearce at?
I don't know. He didn't come out. He didn't suspend him either.
I saw him making jokes though.
Yeah.
at Paul Heyman's expense. So, I mean, I thought it was pretty funny. That's messed up.
SmackDown was alright. Like, again, with the Roman stuff and the Lesnar, I'm interested in that. Usos, New Day, I'm always interested in that. Even the women's tag, I was interested in that. There's a lot of work has to do in between. They also announced that there's gonna be a gauntlet match next week on Friday Night SmackDown for the holiday edition. Where it will be a gauntlet match for a number contender of the IC title.
Understood.
So
It's about time, right?
I guess
Took
he's
long
going to
enough.
defend it. Sami Zayn is put in that match as well.
Gotcha.
Which, the way they're selling the story, kind of predicts that he's going to win the match, and then he's going to fight Nakamura at day one.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I know he was mad. He had to fight those people. But we'll see, right?
Yep. It seems like that's where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
Where you get SmackDown?
I'll give it a B+. It's all right.
Yeah.
Mostly the funny thing is, it had less matches than, like, say, 2.0. Mm-hmm. But it kind of meant something, right? I mean, aside from that one men's tag that happened.
Yeah.
It kind of meant something.
Yeah.
And then the McIntyre stuff is just... It's like he had an episode of Power Rangers and he had to hang out with Bulk and Skull, basically. It literally would just happen. Because that was nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it I'm gonna go B+ as well. And then we'll end our weekend wrestling with AEW Rampage. We kick off with Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and the Young Bucks defeats Orange Cassidy, Rocky Romero, and the Best Friends. I
can only watch one of these per show, and they gave me 2. They tried to give me 2.
And they look too much like each other too, so I was just like, I was burnt out by the first match, and I couldn't even really get into the second one.
Yeah, I saw the end of the second match, and I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. But like, yeah, you give me too many multi-man matches. The first one was 4-man, the second one was 5-man.
Yeah,
and it was like, I want to care.
Me too.
But I would have been better served with like a straight up tag match or a singles match.
Yeah, Men in the Year come out in a promo, and then Cody Rhodes comes out, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara come with the save.
It wasn't anything impactful because Cody didn't get his head kicked in, so there you go. Whatever.
You had a vignette for the TBS Women's title. I'm actually looking forward to Ruby Soho, and hopefully she's winning. I want Ruby Soho to win.
Let's go, Ruby.
You had a submission match, which I think that was my highlight of Rampage, which was Penelope Ford and Ty Conti. Ty Conti wins the match. And I actually thought they actually worked really well, so I was actually happy with that match.
Yes, sir. I thought it was very, very brutal. I thought those two girls were scrapping at one point.
Yep.
And one day the bunny is going to get suspended because I swear she be hitting people as hard as she can with those brass knuckles.
Yep.
Bruh. Why are you so dangerous? All right.
The AEW announced that the Owen Hart Cup will kick off in May, and it will be a women's tournament and a men's tournament.
Nice.
Good old tournaments.
So now you got a new tournament event. Do they have besides the one for the belts? Is this their first actual event? Like, so they can have a yearly one?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Gotcha.
Now, and then our main event was the Acclaim, and 2.0. They defeat Santana Ortiz, the Lucha Bros, and Eddie Kingston.
Again, I liked the little promo thing in the beginning. I thought it was funny how Eddie Kingston walked off mid-sentence and then came back like a minute later and was like, "You still talking? Yo, shut up." That had me dying. I was interested in the match, but like another multi-man match, I was exhausted, basically.
Yeah, same here. I was just like, I didn't really care. AEW was a little, Rampage was a little lackluster. I didn't care for the multiple man matches, but I did like the Ty Conti and Penelope Ford, which I'm gonna give it a C+.
Yeah, I have to give it a C+. I didn't really watch the last match, so I can't really give it that much of a score, right?
Yeah. And that's our weekend wrestling. Our next thing would be the podcast we listen to. There were some good ones out that I listened to. Well, I was kind of catching up. I listened to the Gail Kim, Mercedes Martinez, and what was the other one that was on Renee Parquette's? Let me look at hers real fast because I listened to like 3 of hers. Oh, and Heyman Page.
Gotcha.
They were on Renee Parquette's. Those are really good conversations. I did listen. I've been watching the G4 stuff because Xavier Woods been having me fucking laughing in these shit. So if you get a chance to watch Attack of the Show or wherever he's participating in, you're always going to be entertained. He murdered a panda bear. He
that was funny.
He
that was
murdered
good.
a man.
Stabbed him up.
Yeah, this G4 been really Attack of the Show is hit and miss sometimes, but when he's on, it's always a hit. So definitely check that out. It's on G4 on YouTube or Twitch, and you can find it live. They have a schedule that when it's live, and you can watch the recorded versions later. So definitely check those out. No New Day podcast. They haven't recorded anything yet, so I'm waiting. Hopefully they are going to record soon. We had R-Truth on After the Bell. It was really fun. What else? You listen to anything?
No, I didn't get to hear anything this week.
Okay. And always shouts out to a Major Wrestling Figure podcast. It's always entertaining to listen. And I caught up with them, so that was another one I watched, listen to. And I'm also catching up with the FWF stuff they do. I'm not crazy about Smart Mark doing Turmoil, the Brian Myers side, but it's picking up. He's getting better with his storylines at least, so it's decent. It's not as good as the first one.
Oh yeah, I forgot I brought it up to you, but I mean I might have to watch it now. I see that Chris Van Vliet from 3 days ago was with Dango.
Yeah,
but I had told you he's now on a tag team with JTG.
Yes, in the
really cool.
NWA, right?
And they have like this cool ass name. I can't remember off the top of my head, but like they actually have a tag name. I'm like, damn, all right. That's dope.
I have a feeling that Dango was his. Was it his? No, he wasn't. Dango wasn't his. He wasn't Dango's mentor in the NXT he was part of. I forgot who he was. Anyway, but yeah, they're in the tag team now, so that's actually pretty cool. And then you have Cardona in NWA as well.
What's the guy he's with? Like he used
Mike
to be. Knox. There you go.
Yeah. And as you look at the picture, he quit GCW and flipped off kids.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Fuck them kids. We fight
they
no
ain't do
kids.
nothing for you.
Yep. All right. Yeah, that's about it.
Yes, sir.
This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. We're here every week. Definitely check it out. We have a new cast every week. Check out our Spotify, Wrestling Link. We have all our current podcasts on there and all our past podcasts on there. We do have new episodes for our monthly cast of Shell Shock. We just added that up this week, so definitely check that out for season 6 of Turtles. And then check out our Guess Badass Rare movie reviews and everything in between. So definitely check that out. Spotify is the easy way to get it. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch. All Mark with the Mic. On my Instagram, you're definitely gonna see a lot of the Battlegrounds wrestling pictures, so definitely check that out. Buddy Murphy actually tagged some of my pictures, which is pretty dope. Yeah, check those out, and yeah. And follow our Facebook page, it's Wrestling Wink and the Wrestling Babble. And follow Wrestling Wink.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere, Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is also YouTube. That is SoundCloud and Spotify.
Yep.
And we got a WordPress, so check it out.
Yep. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
He's so hungry.
Yep.
Feed him.
Feed Missy Mo. Peace out.